Taurus the Bull, 2025 Insight and Predictions. Are you gonna feel less rebellious with Uranus off of your ascendant? Let's talk about it. Pew. Happy New Year, Taurus the Bull. It's Eric Taylor, BigEAstro, and I'm talking about Taurus Rising, and you can look at the sun if you wanted to, un poquito the moon, but this is mainly for Taurus Rising sign ascendants and the sun for 2025. Looking at some of the insights and predictions, we're going to get into some of the transits. I'll show you the chart for you guys on New Year's Day and just how the energies can play out for you this year. So right off the bat, Taurus, I know you've been dealing with a lot with Uranus on your ascendant the last almost 7 years now. From 26 to 33, it will be in Gemini. But this year we have a sneak preview where Uranus on July 7th will go into Gemini, giving us that early preview. And then in early February, it will get back into Taurus. And in April, it goes into Gemini permanently of 2026, okay? So you're starting off the year, but not only Uranus still in the ascendant, but you're also, all the way to July, you're dealing with the Mars retrograde in your fourth house. Mira, escuchen, Tauruses. You know you're the regal king and queens of your homes, but with Mars there, you're very irritable, argumentative, you're ready for a fight. Now, this could be some opportunities to purchase a second home or new home or, some property or land, with Mars in the fourth house. But there could also be some construction or some work in addition to your home as well. Now, it is going to retrograde into Cancer. Don't forget, we've got the exact opposition, your fourth, 10th house access on January the 3rd. 0 degrees, and I think it's about 0 degrees. And the 6th, it's going to go into back into Cancer. It'll stay into Cancer till April. So that Mars-Pluto, January 3rd, you could start off the year with some stuff changing between your career, work life, home life, and emotional mindset. That can be kind of explosive. Mars opposing Pluto is going to be challenging for everybody. Definitely more so for the fixed ascendants being Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. So you're going to survive it. It's going to be okay, but just expect some transformations, some, explosive news, secrets being revealed about your public image or legacy. It's a quick transit, but it can sting. And you could feel it really probably from the 2nd to the 4th or 5th the most, okay? Now, the one thing I will say, you got two things going on in your third house of Cancer. Mars retrograde, like I said, it goes back in January 6th, and it'll be there to April. Then you're dealing with Jupiter coming in late May, early June. And so that's going to be really nice. It's in your second house. So as it moves direct in your second house, it can increase your speech, speaking more about wisdom and knowledge and information. Really tapping into your higher wisdom and knowledge using your intuition. It can bring expansion in your earnings. But when it goes to Cancer in your third house, Jupiter is, the guru, the shaman, the teacher, wisdom, beliefs, philosophies, biology, and finance. So in your third house, and then Mars being there, it will kind of nullify the damage that Mars did till April. And then May, June, it comes to like, Jupiter saves the day. Here we go. Because Jupiter in Cancer now, it's not like, getting windfalls of money. You're not just copping a bag through your skills and self-efforts. Now this could be beneficial for younger siblings. Over social media, you can share more of your divine wisdom and knowledge. So any Taurus risings that have their own business, when you're on IG, the TikTok, social media, Cancer, Jupiter, you want to really be positive and optimistic, but be that motherly. Even if you're a man, be nurturing and caring. Share the wisdom and beliefs and philosophies and knowledge. So that's going to benefit you a lot, Taurus, for 2025. And Jupiter's there for a full year to 2026, next year, June. So it could be new education, new teaching. It could be expanding, getting a bigger car, a new car. It is abundance, fortune, and blessings. So there could be, through your nurturing, caring skills, providing safety and security in the deep inner knowing, you can have financial and or spiritual abundance. Does that make sense? Now, listen, we know a lot's going on in your 12th house. North Node and Chiron are there to start the year. We're going to get to the chart soon. But the North Node goes into Pisces, your 11th house, January 11th, okay, for 18 months. And the nodal axis, North Node, mission, purpose, destiny, the dragon's head, Rahu. South Node, Ketu, the dragon's tail, cuts, separates, divide. It wants things to be more spiritual. You know, that's going to be in your 11th, 5th house axis. The 11th house of the friends, groups, organizations, hopes, dreams, and wishes, your social network. The 5th house, we're dealing with the political discussion, the dating, romance, fun, sex, the children, your education, reflecting back in ancient history, past life karmas, the high school, college years. The South Node there in Virgo, this could be, honestly, spiritually connecting to your kids, becoming less critical and harsh over your children. It could be where you are being more of service to your kids. Where you're like, wow, I've got to really, feed my children better. I've got to get them more cotton, organic cotton, linen, and wool clothing. Focusing on their health, making them have the organic lemon water and diatomaceous earth and things like that, right? The 11th house, you're still going to have Saturn, Neptune there for a while, but they do go into Aries. So, you're going to have eclipses, one final eclipse, I think it's in April, because we're going to have the Virgo Pisces axis, but then we'll still have one partial out of sign eclipse on the 12th, 6th house, Aries North Node, Libra South Node. So there will be one eclipse, I believe it's in April. And so you're going to see there where things can really be faded about your isolation, your subconscious, import, export, international business, traveling abroad, initiating, being brave and courageous, being your hidden talent. Remember, the 12th house is your bedroom. So for bed pleasures, for sleeping, which could become challenging once Saturn and Neptune come in there. So let's talk about that, because you're going to get this sneak preview. Saturn and Neptune in your 12th house, Taurus, it's where, straight up in Aries, where you can have some migraine headaches. You could be overheated at night. You could have wild dreams with the Neptune. Saturn in Aries is a marker of arthritis or rheumatoid arthritis, but Saturn could restrict the dreams, the bed pleasures. And, for Taurus risings, thankfully, it's only 2.5 years. But it also can bring some karma, some things up karmically about your subconscious and unconscious mind. Now, Saturn is wanting the boundaries, and then Neptune comes in as well, and it's like no boundaries. It's escapism. So you're going to be very tangible, physical reality, and then at the same time, you'll be caught up in the spiritual realm. So it's a mixed bag, baby. But Taurus, you got this. The key is going to be your spiritual practice, your discipline. And you're going to have strong rituals and routines when you're going to bed. Usually Taurus risings can fall asleep quickly because Aries initiates, for the sleep. But this is, it's going to be interesting. But let's get to the chart and we'll see what else is going on and all that good stuff. But I think Taurus, I don't think, knowledge is love. I know you're going to have a good year, and you'll feel a little relief when Uranus leaves in October, but then it comes back in July 7th, 7/7 portal, and then it will come back in early February, and then goes back into Gemini in April 2026. So should be an interesting 2025 second half from July on, where the Uranus goes to your second house. And we'll talk about that more with the birth chart. Let's get to it. Happy New Year, Taurus the Bull. BigEAstro 2025 insights and predictions for Taurus the Bull, rising sign and sun. Peace. Pew. All right, Taurus. It's a universal 9 year. Taurus is connected to Venus. 9 is more Mars, so not necessarily the best year for a Taurus rising. But we look for Venus, the chart ruler. This is January 1st. We're starting off. Obviously, you got the Moon. Pluto in your 10th house. New Year's Day, and Venus is still there, So once Venus gets into Pisces, we also have the Venus and 3 Mercury retrogrades. So we're talking March 1st to I think April 7th for Venus. The first Mercury retrograde is, I believe, March 14th, April 7th. Then July 17th to August 11th. And then November 9th to the 29th. I think those are the 3 dates. So we're really dealing with, a lot going on between your 11th and 12th house. And remember, when Venus retrogrades into Aries back into Pisces, it's going to be coinciding with Neptune, North Node, Mercury, Venus. So there's a party in your 11th house, Taurus. Okay? And so this is where you can improve the relationships in groups and organizations where they may be more like ethereal and spiritual and like super stuff, but also over the internet, joining groups, right? And so you may have had the last 2.5 years some rough times with friends, organizations, especially if you are like a Pisces sun or moon here, it could be really tough with the Saturn. It can bring, and the Neptune can bring up some deception from friends, social network, but like the 11th house, even older sibling. This could restrict and create some issues with your older siblings. And so remember, when they dance, Saturn and Neptune dance into your 12th house, they won't hit the North Node because it'll be in Pisces, but they're definitely gonna be in that place where they're not gonna hit the Chiron either, but Chiron will still be there. So, this is still a good year, Taurus, for you to really heal the subconscious mind and your childhood wounds, right? Reach out, my Astro Life Transformation Program, 5 months, 7 weeks, teaching you how to exist and live in the flow and the energy of your birth chart. Really become a master, looking at the aspects, the lunar mansions, the deacons, doing a deeper dive after the chart reading, giving you a dream book, crystal, wood and pencil, candle, positive affirmations, a meditation, a childhood meditation, Ho'oponopono. I mean, this is a program. It's worth more than $2,000, but right now to the new year, December 31st, it's $1,750, and then we're going to get to $2,000, but soon it's going to go up because it's really extensive. And I get in there and we really reprogram your subconscious mind, heal the inner child, positive affirmations, and you become the master of your own natal birth chart, which is what I want for all of you. And so this is the great year for you to do this, Taurus risings. The 10th house is going to be busy the next 20 years with Pluto here. So this year, obviously, you'll have major aspects come in and hit that Pluto every month, the moon. And you're going to really want some freedom and liberation. You'll be pushing the envelope out in public for your public image and legacy and workplace. It can be the career if the midheaven's there, but some of them have the midheaven in the 9th house, okay? And for, the 9th house lights up for Capricorn season. You're starting off the year with the focus on your 10th house because your chart ruler, Venus, is in Aquarius. So even organic and vegan body and skin care is really good, Hey, shout out wifey, Sabale Pure, Sabally, Sabale means patience, pure.com. Great stuff to get for the holidays and any time of year, okay? But with the Capricorn sun there, you start off the year really focusing on publishing, on vacations, on, learning or teaching classes, things like that. Not much going on in the Scorpio, in the Sag second house. But obviously, we're always going to have things in this mutable energy. So when this stuff comes in Sag, like the Mercury retrograde in November, you're going to be, squaring the Saturn Neptune a bit, and you'll be opposing Gemini Jupiter, and then, potentially Uranus Jupiter as well. Juno will be in Scorpio for a little bit. Juno and Lilith is bouncing around. The Lilith is mainly gonna be in, and you're starting off the year with the Mercury in your eighth house, but the Lilith will mainly be between Libra and Scorpio for a while. It's back into Libra, and we're still gonna have the Libra South Node in your sixth house. So sicknesses or illnesses or people from your old work or different things can come up in the past, and you may actually want to buy or adopt a pet, with the South Node being there to the January 11th. Okay. We talked about the eclipse, but Virgos, having the South Node for 18 months in your fifth house, this can build your bonds with your kids, even the firstborn or just in general. The seventh house obviously is, the Scorpio, so that's a different energy for the second child. But, the third child should have a little bit more of that Capricorn energy, and then the Pisces energy for the fourth child, which kind of makes sense. My wife's a Taurus rising, so I'm just thinking about it like that. In this fourth house, like I said, the Mars and, going from the fourth to the third, a lot of things in the home, communications. Just be mindful when Mars is in Cancer until April, you got to just drive slow in the local community, Taurus. Mars until April there, yeah, you don't want any accidents. It cuts, separates, divides, surgery procedures. So please slow down in the local community, Taurus risings. But obviously this second house with Uranus coming into it and all this stuff going on in Gemini's, I think, you're going to really, you can definitely, especially once it goes direct up until, late May, June, this is a good year for abundance. And guess what? You want to speak high vibrational too, right? You want to get into the five senses, the biology, you want sound frequencies. Taurus, Uranus will be there. You really want to focus on anything that's high vibrational. Because, you guys are sensory defensive, but also driven. If you go with the Taurus, sun, moon, or rising shopping, they have to touch and smell and feel things. They eat their food slow. They can be good chefs, cooks, gardeners, landscapers, good with finances, banking. Taurus risings, you are definitely stubborn and the regal king and queen of your homes. And just remember what I said about that Mars, that's intense. And when it gets to the third house until April, don't get into no fights and arguments with your neighbors. It could get ugly, okay? So I think this is it. And, it's going to be a great year. I would say, there could be doing some work on your home or purchasing new land or a second home this year for you Taurus risings. You can do well on social media and anything, with your skills and self-efforts, especially when it's about nurturing, caring, supporting others, or, even, the divine motherly knowledge over your kids. That Virgo South Node, there's going to be times to, I don't want to say look the other way. You're not giving your kids passes, but seeing them as spiritual beings, not as, teenagers or, young 20s or preteens, but or your toddlers, right? But seeing them as like souls. That Virgo South Node, seeing the humanity and wanting to give them the proper weed and the medicine, the food, you know what I mean? So it is going to be really focused on health. And remember, the Virgo and Pisces South Node is all about the health access. So that's going to be a big thing for you guys, Taurus risings this year. So get at it. Have a great year. There could be some changes to your groups and organizations, your sleeping routine, and the exploration of the subconscious mind. Definitely reach out. Maybe you come to Arizona for a BigEAstrology retreat this year. Maybe happening in the spring, maybe in the early fall, late summer, August, September. Although you don't want to be in Arizona in August, but September, October, woo, early October when the heat breaks, October, November, very nice time to come to Arizona and hang out with BigEAstro. So definitely really work on the dream book and truly trying to reprogram the subconscious mind and healing the inner child. That will benefit you, Taurus the Taurus the bull. How could I say that? You know what it is? I told you, mom was the Taurus sun, dad was the Aries sun. So that's Taurus the ram right there. My parents are always on my mind. Please forgive me. I love you guys, and Happy New Year, Taurus Risings. You're going to have a great year, and you're going to end it strong, Just remember your patience, be slower to anger, spiritual discipline, and get in there and still do that inner child work. Listen, we all need it. I've done a ton, and then I met with some different people and realized, oh, wow, I forgot that. I got to do more. Trust me. Work. Introspection is a real guardian angel. All right, so enjoy Taurus Risings and Suns 2025 BigEAstro. Pew. Run, Taurus, run! Woo! If you know, you know. I have a really funny sense of humor. But anyway, I forgot to mention, for you guys with the 10th house, you could see the orb or things as I'm recording. That's a big story at the end of December. And, in your 10th house, 10th or 11th house, you can, join a spiritual or alien group. You should definitely come to Coffee Talk, Taurus Risings and Suns, January 10th and January 18th. Okay, I think I'll be doing Ellen DeGeneres and probably definitely for the 18th, Cat Williams and Kendrick Lamar. Because you're ready for the Super Bowl and his second appearance on Shannon Sharp, which is, I don't know what I feel about it. It's entertaining. He's not saying anything that most people didn't already know, but, But what I want you to really focus on is that Pluto in the 10th house. You are really going to want to really build a legacy for your children. And what is your reputation and legacy? You may transform it in 2025 in a very high vibrational, positive way. So Taurus Risings, have at it. Have a great year. Don't worry about orbs or drones. But yeah, you could see them. You'll probably see them. Shoot, you may start working with or working for an alien. You may meet an alien at work or, going to work. Remember what I said about driving slow, and that's with the Uranus on the ascendant, but that's not really affecting the driving, but that Mars in the third house in Cancer, right? From kind of like January 6th to April, just chill out, Taurus. Slow down. And, don't get into fights with your cousins or younger siblings. It's not worth it. That can come up as well with Mars and Cancer. You know what I mean? Or going to school and smacking up a teacher. Don't do it, Taurus Risings. I know you. Calm down. But remember, patience is a virtue. Taurus Risings and Suns, I love you. You know I love you. My wife and my mom. And I wish you guys all the best. A happy new year. Start off the year, Venus in your 10th house. You're going to be received well the first part of the new year out in public. So shine your light, share your light and your high vibrational energy, and shine light bright like a diamond. But you're gonna feel a little less weird and rebellious once Uranus kind of bounces out July 7th. So let me know. Comment down below, like, share, subscribe, but let me know how you like this, how you feeling, your goals or whatever for 2025. Reach me, Eric at BigEAstrology.com. The Capricorn birth chart sale is still rocking December 21st and until I think January 19th or 20th to the 20th, I think. So, and then we get to Aquarius season. So happy birthday, all you Tauruses. Happy New Year. And set the New Year's resolutions at the equinox, the 12th house, 0 degrees Aries, March 20th. Nothing's going to rock with you. That's why nobody can keep them January 1st. You get it? You got it? Good. Taurus Risings, you're good. I'm good. Have a great 2025. Taurus the Bull, insights and predictions for 2025. Eric Taylor. Check out the website, BigEAstrology.com. BigEAstrology. God bless. Bye, Taurus. Peace.